You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
You're going to have that fall feeling today as temperatures are starting off in the 50s and 60s out there and will remain that way for much of this week. Details coming up.
Kicking off your 11 minutes of nonstop news in Cobb County. Hours from now, the district attorney hopes to bring closure in a more than 50-year-old cold case. It involves a 9-year-old girl who was abducted, sexually assaulted, and killed. 11 Alive most recently followed the Debbie Lynn Randall case in 2018 when we talked with her father. The child was taken from Marietta in January of 1972. Her body found weeks later near Windy Hill and Powers Ferry Road. DA Flynn Brody Jr. is having a news conference this morning at 10:30. 11 Alive has learned genetic genealogy will help give the family some answers. We'll be there this morning. We'll share details here and on 11alive.com.
New this morning, we are hearing from the family of a former Atlanta assistant principal who was gunned down last week in Chicago. Police say 32-year-old Abner Joseph was shot and killed inside a high-rise building after an argument escalated to gunfire. Joseph used to be the assistant principal at KIPP Metro Atlanta Schools, a charter school system in Northwest Atlanta. He was currently the assistant principal of culture at Intrinsic School in Chicago. Our NBC affiliate in Chicago spoke with his sister, who said he dedicated his life to helping kids.
He made being smart cool. That influenced a lot of the youth. So moved him out to Chicago to make a difference in the world. He went there to go do that, and he wasn't done.
Police say they've taken a 45-year-old man into custody but had not charged him as of Friday afternoon. This morning, Snellville police continue to investigate a child abuse complaint they say happened at Sunshine Child Care Learning Center. Police say it happened earlier this month, but they've recently arrested an employee after video showed her physically assaulting a 4-year-old. We did reach out to police to learn more details. As soon as we hear back, they say it is still an active investigation. In less than an hour, school is going to begin in the city of Atlanta. The odds are greater than ever that you're going to be caught speeding past one of 10 Atlanta public schools.
11 Alive's Jerry Carnes has details about school speed zone cameras that, as of this morning, are fully operational. Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning. Back behind me, you can see the cameras here on Peachtree Battle Avenue, just outside of E. Rivers Elementary. E. Rivers is one of 10 Atlanta public schools that have these cameras right now. More cameras are coming for a dozen additional schools. APS selected schools that have had issues with speeding, excessive speeds, and heavy traffic around their area. Cameras and warning signs have been in place here for a month so that drivers have had some time to gain awareness. The warning period, however, is now over. Drivers caught speeding will get a ticket, carrying a fine of $75. That's for the first offense. If you're caught a second time, the fine goes up to $125. You can get a ticket if you're speeding through a school zone 10 miles an hour or more over the speed limit, beginning an hour prior to the start of school and lasting until an hour after school. Back to you.
Jerry, thank you. The Cobb County Sheriff's Office is using a new restraint technology called a BolaWrap that can restrain someone from a distance. Check them out using it there on one of their own officers. So they say that those restraints don't cause any harm, no pain. This new technology is all about de-escalating situations before they get worse and minimize force. More than 1,000 agencies across the U.S. are using the BolaWrap technology. And that was a look at your top headlines.
Little taste of fall today, Chesley.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, we're starting off that way. When you walk outside, you're going to feel the difference. Very refreshing on the outside. Temperatures down into the 50s in a lot of spots out there. We got 57 degrees over toward Conyers. Covington, you're at 55 starting off this morning. 60 in McDonough. 55 degrees Chattahoochee Hills. 54 in Noonan. 55 degrees in Dallas. 56 Powder Springs. Mapleton at 58. 53 in Northern Carroll County over there in Temple. Look at that. 61 degrees in Tucker and downtown Atlanta. Those are the warm spots, at least for this morning, but I think you'll dip your toe around 60 or 59 degrees starting off this morning. May wear that hoodie this morning, but by this afternoon, you may want to take it off. Temperatures close to 80 for an afternoon high temperature. Again, very refreshing out there. Some spots will only make it into the upper 70s today. Will be a touch breezy. Those winds are the northwest, about 10 miles per hour. Gusts may be up to 15 miles per hour at times today. Either way, a very nice day here on tap for us. Plenty of sunshine around the forecast area. You see nothing much upstream at all. We'll be sitting pretty, folks, for the next couple of days. As a matter of fact, it's going to be very nice around here. Had a front move through the area, brought in that drier fresher air for us. So we got another one that's about on the back doorstep. It's going to reinforce that cool shot of air for us, and so it's going to remain in place not only for today but for tomorrow as well. Looking pretty nice. Here's it is, our forecast track model. You can follow along with me with the time right there at the top of the screen. Shows mostly sunny skies for today. Tomorrow we'll do the same thing. Mostly sunny skies will be the call. Maybe a few high thin clouds trying to roll into the forecast area. That will be it. We'll see those clouds begin to increase by the time we get toward Wednesday. Going to start you off with partly sunny skies. Anywhere from partly to mostly sunny skies will be the call. I think dry for us for much of the day. Maybe even a few more coming in by the time we get to Thursday as well. But for the most part, we're going to remain on the dry side with this pretty much all week long. We do have a new hurricane out there. This is Nigel. Was a tropical storm as of the 5 a.m. update. Now a hurricane, Category 1. Packing winds up to about 80 miles per hour. The gusts up to 100 miles per hour. Good news is that it's moving further to the north and west, and so it will stay out to sea. It is forecast to become a Category 3 major hurricane before it slides further off to the north, where it will begin to dissipate. That's the good news. It stays out to sea. That's good for us. There is also an area of low pressure that we'll be tracking that's closer to the United States that has a very low threat for something tropical over the weekend. For the most part, we just remain dry. Look at these double digits all week long. It won't be until we get to the weekend that our rain chance starts to increase slightly. Got a 20% chance by Sunday. In fact, fall begins on Saturday.
It's 6:54 now. Starting today, a commemoration of Atlanta's dark past. This week marks 117 years since the Atlanta Race Massacre. The massacre was a 3-night-long assault on black communities south and west of downtown by a white mob of thousands. The one-sided attack led to the deaths of at least 24 black residents and caused many to flee. Today, the National Center for Civil and Human Rights will launch events to educate and honor. There'll be a vigil at the Henry Grady statue to remember those victims today. That starts at 10 this morning. Other events will continue throughout the week. There is a resolution in the U.S. that condemns the actions of that white mob. It just passed late last year after being introduced by Representative Nikema Williams. For more details on that resolution or to see other coverage of the Atlanta Race Massacre, you can find it on 11alive.com.
A man is now behind bars after allegedly getting into a shootout with Cartersville police less than 24 hours ago. Investigators say part of the crime was streamed live on the suspect's Facebook page. This is video of the scene where the shooting happened. Police say they were responding to a crash near Highway 41 and Marketplace Boulevard. While police were headed there, witnesses say they saw the suspect walking in the street holding a gun. Officers say this is the live stream video showing the suspect's Facebook page. You can see him riding in the car before police got there. The camera then falls on the dashboard as officers approach. That is when police and the suspect exchange gunfire. No officers were hurt during the shooting or the suspect.
This morning, the Red Cross is asking for help. It says there's a national blood shortage. The Red Cross says their supply is down about 25% across the country since early last month. They say it's a combination of fewer donations and more need because of weather disasters. Head to 11alive.com to find a donation site close to you.
Happening later this morning, the Snellville Police Department will host an event to help parents make sure their child's car seat is installed safely. It's going to be happening from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. at the Snellville First Baptist Church. Certified safety technicians will be there to inspect your car seats. They'll even help you install one in your car if you bring a new one.
Here's something to look forward to on a Monday. It's Fair Week happening tomorrow. The Kiwanis Henry County Fair is going to kick off in McDonough. The fair opens tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, will run all week long. Now, depending on which day you choose, the gates will either open at 6 p.m. or 2 that afternoon. It's $10, but if you want to get on any of the rides, it'll be $15 more to snag a ride wristband. On Wednesday, students can get in for $5. Speaking of fairs, the Gwinnett County Fair only around for one more week. It's closing on Sunday. Prices are about the same as the fair we just mentioned, but it'll cost more if you decide to go through the weekend. Chesley, nice weather for that.
You're absolutely right. Today will be a good one out there, folks. Enjoy it. Mostly sunny skies all day long. 76 will be a temperature by noon. By 4 o'clock this afternoon, we'll reach our daytime high near 80. I'm going to call it refreshing out there. A bit breezy with those northwest winds about 10 miles per hour. At times, you're looking at 76 degrees for your temperature by 6 o'clock. Heading out to see the Braves take on the Phillies tonight. It's going to be a very comfortable day at the ballpark. 82 for the high on Tuesday. By Wednesday, we're up to 83, but staying in the low 80s for the rest of the week.
All right, Braves, Phillies. What you about to say?
Nothing. I was just.
Yeah.
I was just.
Why you're lucky I'm on the other side of this desk.
It'll be a good one. Ooh, we leave you with a pretty shot of the airport. Pretty day ahead, 61 degrees out there. Today's show's next. Have a great day, everybody. See you in the morning.
Go Phils!